Hello, everybody. Today, I want to finish integrating Kafka event-driven messaging from the the Python microservice that integrates with ESI and OpenStack to AI telemetry, our project for reporting on telemetry, and also building bare metal clusters and OpenShift clusters. So let's get started. I'm going to share my screen and jump into my VS Code workbench where I've been working. Share. Okay, here we go. This is my OpenShift AI workbench in the Mass Open Cloud. And this is where I develop AI telemetry with my team. And we have a class called main vertical. This is where this has the Java main method where everything starts and is configured. So we have a asynchronous method here that configures Kafka. We set up a promise. We can enable or disable Kafka. Let's see, let me close Slack real quick. Let's see, does this work? There we go. And if we've enabled Kafka, if we have not, if we've disabled Kafka, then the promise completes. Um, and we get the Bootstrap server, use it host name and port, and some other configuration. We use TLS, mutual TLS authentication, as well as SSL certificates, so that it's trusted connections. We can do both a producer and a consumer. We're just using the consumer here, which I haven't used before, but we're going to use it now. So these are Vertex libraries for Kafka, because we use Vertex for asynchronous coding, reactive coding. It's so fun. And we configure the routes for Kafka in this site routes class in a method called Kafka consumer, and we pass it the Kafka consumer and the site configuration variables. And I'll jump over to site routes here. So site routes also handles some additional HTTP routes connected to PromQCloud proxy, proxying those with user authentication. And then here's our Kafka consumer stuff. So this Kafka, we have a couple topics that we are going to integrate with that we're going to receive messages from. So we create a handler to handle messages from a topic, and then we subscribe to our Kafka topics. I think this is how it works anyway. So we subscribe to the first topic, and if that's successful, then we subscribe to the second topic. Oh, look at that. We log an error when everything is good. So let me fix that. Info, log info. Wait, log info. That looks better. And we complete if it's complete. if it's not successful, then we have to do promise.fail and put in the exception. If we don't, then the thread is going to block and our application will freeze. So we don't miss any promises. At every step, you have to either complete the promise or fail the promise. So this looks good to me now. Let's see, get rid of this thing. And so the rest of my team has been implementing the Python side of this in a project called Demo ESI API. And so these same topics are used here. But what I want to do is just create some tests. So I'm going to come down here, whoops, and move that out of the way. I need to create a route like this. I'm gonna make it a post request. And we're gonna do test. Maybe make this a F string. Actually, I haven't used F strings before, but here I'm gonna be brave and use an F string. F. Yeah. And it's going to send some order data. Order data looks like this. Order data equals this. And do my order and my network ID. Requested nodes. Um, I think there's an example in the README. Something like this. Whoops. Actually, I'll just grab these examples. Copy this to app.py down here. All right, so that's in place. I'm gonna stop this and, oh, stop, run this. Uh, oops. This should be called test Kafka topic order loop. Loop. I'm just gonna put this here so it's more clear. All right, save that, run, good. Um, Excellent. Oh, wait, we need to set up a producer, or maybe it's already set up. Yeah, it's already set up. Okay, so we should be good to go. Um, and then we need to save everything here and start the Java application. So it's pretty cool that in the same VS Code in the cloud, you can run Java and you can run Python at the same time. It's just, it's so awesome to me. It's just so, so awesome. All right. Um, so I should be able to Perl-x host and then grab this. It's going to be http://localhost:/port 8081 and then this URI. Uh, Ready, set, go. Oh, that did not go well. Let's see. Did this get... Oh, maybe because I didn't actually send a response. Route get return JSONify something. Just gonna JSONify that. Gonna kill this. Run it again. Um, Try this request again. Okay, that returned that. And the Python said it received fulfillment message from topic. And it only does something if status is start. And we passed no status, so it doesn't really do anything. But I wanted to see a log on the Java side, but I don't think I saw a log. So I don't think our application is meant to receive this Kafka topic order loop because it's handled right there. So probably what we need to do instead is listen to this Kafka topic instead, because this is supposed to go to the UI. It's sent right there. All right, so we're going to do that one instead. Test this. And what is this one? ESI fulfill offer task. All right, restart Python. ESI fulfill offer task. So that makes a post request. Nothing happened on the Java side. So let me debug this a little bit. Let's make sure that we come to this point when we start Java. Oh, maybe we disabled Kafka. Let me check. Enable Kafka. AI telemetry dot slash bars dot py rep enable Kafka false. Well, that's no good. Let me check. AI telemetry. Enable Kafka. True. Okay, I think this will work in the VS Code launch configuration. Oh, failed to load. Yeah, okay. So we got a different error. Producer config values. No such file exception. Opt uproot src Kafka key store. user P12. Kafka, key store, trust store, Kafka, key store, user.p12. Oh, yeah, right. All right. So this is just a documentation thing. You need to extract the user P12. Okay. And then let's try this again. Clear. Oh, something else. Let's check. Oh, the ca.p12. All right, no problem. Extract ca.p12 to the trust store. Right, stop, start. Use those OpenShift commands to get these secrets that were automatically created by the Red Hat AIMQ streams operator for mutual TLS authentication. Okay, something else failed. Unable to configure Kafka. Failed to load SSL key store. But that's the trust store. So do I have something backwards? Let me check. SSL key store location. Bars.py grep key store trust store. Kafka SSL key store secret is ESI trust store secret is Kafka cluster CA cert. Um, oh, I think this is it. See, we mixed up trust store and key store here. So let me check. Trust is all there, but key store is there. Let's fix that. Trust store, CA password. All right, let's see if that fixes it. Run, clear. Oh yeah, oh yeah. We did it, we made it to there. We subscribed to the topic and we finished that and we finished our initialization. All right, we did our imports. Now, if we do that curl again, Then let's see. Oh no, no logs. Let me start and stop this again. I want to see that everything looks good without hitting any breakpoints. Here. Okay, we connected to Kafka. I think that went smooth. So then in our site routes, do we get a message? No message. Consumer.handler. Handler. And if we check the Kafka logs, what's going on there? In app.py, we send some JSON. Fulfill offer task. But it's never received. So we log in to OpenShift, check our pods in AI Telemetry, works namespace, check these Kafka things. Wonder if I've subscribed to these wrong. According to the Vertex docs, in order to start receiving messages from Kafka topics, the consumer can use the subscribe method for subscribing to a set of topics being part of a consumer group. Specified by the properties on creation. It's also possible to use the subscribe method for subscribing to more topics, specifying a Java regex. Also need to register a handler for handling incoming messages. Maybe we need to only subscribe once to the one topic that we're worried about, which is the offer. Oh, look, it actually got a message. How did that happen? The heck? Why did it finally come? That is weird. Okay, gotta test this out some more. Stop. Um, it said received on topic ESI fulfill order loop. Fulfill offer. I think the naming is a little odd, but fulfill offer task. Site routes. Oh, I named this weird. So let me change that to fulfill offer. It'll make a tiny bit more sense. We're only going to subscribe to that one thing. We're going to start this over again. Got another message, another message, another message, another message, another message. Whoa, got a bunch of messages. And does it receive them every time? If I stop and I start, how did it already get there? Whoa, oh no. Sometimes when you press F5, it refreshes your page. And that's kind of a pain because it takes a while to restart all the Java, recompile all the Java and stuff. So be careful with F5. Still analyzing all the Java stuff. Okay, maybe it's good to go now. So oh, that's the wrong application. Cancel. Stop. We're doing AI telemetry here. Start. Clear. Got a message. 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 Oh, so those messages, interesting. When I copy them, um, see what they are. Offer ID. Lease ID. So that's what it should actually return. Good to know. Message dot uh I don't need all the messages every time. So how would I configure Kafka for that? Let's see. I'm going to run this again. Because we receive the same messages every time. Oops. New messages. So I think we have auto commit to false. So how do we do a commit? Manual offset commit. Consumer. In Apache Kafka, the consumer is in charge to handle the offset of the last read message. This is executed by the commit operation executed automatically every time a bunch of messages are read from a topic partition. The configuration parameter enable auto commit must be set to true when the consumer is created. Manual offset commit can be achieved with commit. It can be used to achieve at least once delivery to be sure that the read messages are processed before committing the offset. All right, in our code, we are handling messages and if you do consumer.commit, see, I'm not quite sure best way to do this. Vertex, Kafka client, how to commit message. Commit? Or maybe it'll work if we just do auto commit. But before we do, I want to analyze these again. Need to add an offer ID and lease ID field to a bare metal order. Bare metal order. So we're going to make a field like this. Going to add an HTML row, title open, bare metal offer. So what are we doing in site routes? We're doing the fulfill offer topic. So I'll call it fulfill offer details. Or just for fulfill. Now do the whole thing. Need a offer ID. We're not going to relate this to anything. And lease ID. Lease ID. Offer ID. Offer ID of a bare metal fulfillment. the lease ID of the bare metal fulfillment. And if we look at this, in the UI now, bare metal orders create think it should have generated some code for us. Bare metal order touched. Let's stop. Let's rebuild AI telemetry API. Bare metal order gen.java. This should have an order ID. Nope. No, offer ID. Offer ID. Yeah. So it did generate the code. Okay. It should have created the columns in the database. So let's rerun AI telemetry and see what we got. Oh, we got some errors. What's going on here? Unique constraint bare metal network ID equal post. Uh-oh. Bare metal networks. Oh no, we lost the networks again. I thought that bug was fixed. Well, let's check on bare metal orders. There should be some UI stuff for this. There is not. What did I do wrong? We're going to do this on row 5. Oh, yeah, that's probably what I did wrong. Wrong row. Refresh. Create. Bare metal order, node details. And refresh. There it is. Bare metal fulfill offer details. Okay. I'm going to create one called offer ID 123 XYZ, since that's what we have here. Oh, I'm going to temporarily create an order ID to send. And rebuild the AI Telemetry API. And then rerun AI Telemetry. Oh, stop it. Start it. And then create. I'm going to put an order ID of that. For ID blank, we're going to put a number 1 in there and test 1, do provisioning, create bare metal order. Okay, we have this bare metal order. It's got that order ID. So then the next step in our site routes is to make a patch request to the bare metal order. So let me put up another example. Bare metal node in US API service simple. Uh, put import. We're going to do something like this. Site routes. First, we're going to try catch. We're going to log the message and we're going to get the order ID of the message. Let's see, we do JSON object result equals, or message dot to string, or to string. We'll just do, whoops, new JSON object get string order underscore ID. Offer ID. And lease ID. Offer ID is going to get this value. Lease ID. Except we need to change this to bare metal order. Find and replace bare metal node with bare metal order. Import the bare metal order class. Import the JSON array class from IOvertex core JSON. Import delivery options. Oh, we got to pass vertex here. So we do vertex, vertex, and then in the main vertical, we pass vertex. That should be a thing. Save. The method Kafka consumer vertex refers to the missing type vertex. Go to definition, vertex, vertex. What did I put into site routes? Oh, how to import that. Okay. Now everything is happy. We do um, bare metal order dot API class API address. This one right here. Where take config keys, and we do a patch request of bare metal order dot class simple name. And imported order ID. Um, failed to import. Here we got some error messages. And we just need to change this to actually be set offer ID and set lease ID in the patch request, and got to add a filter query. Page params query. Sock commit true, star, refresh false. Okay. Bare metal order ID. All right. Stop this and start. And hopefully this will set the value of offer ID and lease ID of this. But we gotta fix this stuff. Offer ID. And we'll do this value and lease ID. Do this value. And stop the service. Start it again. So in this request, check this debug. Oh, we got an exception. Unrecognized token, Kafka consumer record was expecting JSON string. Oops. Failed to decode. But we received a message. Let's see what these messages are about. Post. If I do message.toString, it looks like that. So what we need is value. Okay. Let's try that instead. Stop, start, clear. Did some stuff. Yeah, we did it. If I set this to AAA and BBB, and then send this again. Here, then come back here. It got set. Yes, we have done event-driven messaging from Python to Kafka. It took a while, but we did it. Yay. Very cool. Anyway, that's all for today. Thanks for watching.